So that shot you're doing now is going to be for us walking past it? Or are we going to go back and walk in?
Go back and walk in.
Not seeing anything here. Not sure if I put 3 rocks there, but it doesn't really matter. Stacked ones from Kaya. The tin can is still down there. And looks like nothing's changed with this, which sucks. Sucks. You know, after you have a stick carved by a creature that you're trying to prove exists, you know, just get kind of let down when you don't see something, but it is what it is. Sucks. But that is a good one. They're good bait rocks, though.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the other thing I had a thought of. You know, I guess we would know if anybody was actually looking. Still here.
Yep.
I may actually leave this one as a gift.
Cool.
Along with the yummy popcorn and dog food. Ready? See what we get.
Ah, why do you gotta say something every time?
Leave that one on top.
Yeah. Those are my bait rocks.
Doesn't look like much has changed.
Yeah, I don't see anything here. Frisbee's there still. Alright, what? Yeah, my stick is still there. They didn't touch it. I hung it like that, and they didn't touch the Tupperware. This sucks. Oh, they ate the corn. Messed with the... Didn't mess with the pineapple, it's just shrunk over time. Didn't do much with the bananas. I mean, the corn's eaten, that's great. You know, we would have been excited about that a while ago, but anymore, this is just, you know, whatever. I'm gonna leave this again. Nuts are still underneath the rock. Banana looks like it was possibly victim of other animals, but not that one. That one's peeled back. Here's a frisbee, no marks on it.
It's probably too heavy for a squirrel to carry off.
But hey, the corn's eaten, guys. It's peeled and eaten. Yeah, so I mean, we already have this evidence. This is where a squirrel was first chewing on it, which I could see when I was here, little bastard. The rest of it, though, is peeled back and eaten. Just not very cool. I mean, where's the give and take here? You know what I mean?
In case you guys can't tell, he's slightly disappointed.
Aren't you?
Well, I would be if there was absolutely nothing. But we got some signage here, and I'll take what we can get.
That's all we can do.
I don't know if we want to just take the stuff back, leave this.
Well, I might have a bag. We want to pick up the trash, I guess.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave the Tupperware. I guess I'm gonna leave the frisbee. I don't know. It seems like if they were gonna take it, they would have. You know, well, guys, at least you know it's real. Because if we were making shit up, I would have made something happen here.
So we don't have to worry. So we don't have to worry about, you know, hey, why'd you leave the plastic? That's littering. Okay, well.
Squirrels are gonna take that before they ever get it.
Right. I'm sure they're gonna chew through the box and all that. And this is why we're doing kind of, you know, I thought of a test, right? Put a rock on top of this.
Yeah.
They would know to be able to, you know, lift that or move the rock.
Right.
Squirrel obviously is gonna chew through this. That's gonna be the evidence it was a squirrel. There's gonna be a big hole, and you know, if I leave the bags, there'll be holes in the bags. So I'm not sure.
No, I would leave. I don't know. Just like the Tupperware. It's whatever. I don't know. All right, so research is research after all. So Greg brought dog food. It's not necessarily a bad idea. We don't know that. We don't know that it comes off as disrespectful. There is another channel, Woodbooker Farms, and these Sasquatch are on his area. We're actually breaking into his dog food canisters, I believe on his deck or his patio, and stealing the dog food. presumably to eat it, I would imagine. Maybe they like it. We don't know. You know, there's so many things we don't know. And a lot of the other crazy stuff that we've tried, sure, we'll try this as well. I don't think we're going to do it again, but whatever. It is research.
And had a suggestion. Somebody, it was Rhonda, I believe, if I got the name correctly, was very adamant about leaving dog food. Now there's been other people that are kind of against that, but hey, this is all about trial and error. So that's what we're gonna do, and they'll know if they don't want this, just like we wouldn't. You know, we wouldn't eat something we don't like. So we'll leave this, you know, slightly cracked just to give off a little bit of that aroma. And I guess we'll use this guy. And you know, I'm actually gonna probably place this on top of the Tupperware. That's one of the crystals that from the previous trip.
You know what, actually, think about that little thing, not the minion, but the little guy I had. We had to leave that fucking thing here for like 2 weeks and come back like 4 different times before they actually did something.
You know, so...
Come on, camera, there you go.
Okay, so you did already take that off, so...
Yeah, I took the inside off.
Put that next to that. The rock will hold that up. Alright.
Cool.
So yeah, I guess we can grab that other stuff there and take it with.
Hey, apparently this stick wasn't a deterrent. Let's, they also didn't do anything. Here, you take that from it. Let's put it in a different place and see if that'll get elicit a response. Let's just leave the stick for them. Like that, right?
Sure, this time it's same stick, different position, but it's down in the gifting area, so we'll see.
And then, like we were just saying with that little guy, we had to come back many times to get something to happen. So this has been here left once, it didn't do anything. Now we did that, hanging it there, it didn't do anything. Let's keep trying. What should we do with it?
Different spot. Slightly around here, but you know what? Maybe up on the carved rock, or sorry, the carved stick. Like it
put stuff there and don't take stuff there. What if we just hang it? Eh?
Sure. Why not?
I don't know. So it's kind of cool because this is like, I don't know, things evolve, right, as they're happening. And like we're bringing this box idea to light, but like on the way to that we have a shoebox. It's kind of like it was meant to be. So I was gonna leave the frisbee just to see if they do anything. Oh, it's like Mark with the football. He gave him a football in the Broncos one, and he saw him wearing it as a hat. That's kind of my thought with this frisbee, is that something, I don't know, bend it in half. I don't know. We'll find it. Find it would be awesome if you find it over in our dig spot, the rock on it. No, something. I don't even know if they're here. I feel like they have a 20-mile area that, which explains why sometimes the gifts aren't taken, you know, and we'll come back the next day and then they are. You see that it's broken?
Oh, no.
It's funny because I've noticed that they were bent. I noticed that before.
Should make sense if they're sitting there holding it, right? Like we would.
Yeah. I was just thinking of hanging it here because this will probably stick better, and oh yeah, it sticks a lot better. And it's just weird. And we're all about weird because we want to get results. Hey, this is greasy though. Is that just from the pineapple? The pineapple was on the other side. Pineapple was on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Look how greasy my finger is. You know what that is, dude? That's the chicken. That's right, the chicken's gone. It was in a plastic bag and I dumped it out. Doesn't smell like chicken. Do you smell anything? Look how greasy that is. It's like Vaseline. But it doesn't have a smell to it.
Nothing distinct.
What could that be?
I'm trying to get a good shot with the sun here.
Too.
So you can actually see it. But, oh yeah.
What could that be? I wonder if they did grab it and we just... Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's all dirty and it's greasy. It's just in that spot.
See, they were playing with it, having fun. Then they put it back and they were laughing at the fact that we didn't get to see it.
Really, dude, I don't know what the hell that could be. I mean, that's like... It's like Vaseline.
Well, the chicken grease, yeah, that could leave that, but I would think we'd still have an odor.
Yeah, you would smell it. Hmm. There's black hair too. See it? The camera's probably gonna tell you to f yourself with zooming in on that, but...
Oh, actually getting it. Okay, B, get out of my ear.
Well, glad we noticed. What do you want to do with this? Just by digging around here, I came up with that idea. I like that.
Just keep leaving it. Actually, you know what? Put it on top or underneath that rock that's on top of the box.
Alright, that's cool.
It'll just be the, hey, this is, you know, it's a gift. I want you guys to have it.
Sounds weird. Sound like a scream. Long drawn out scream. So it's more like a mechanical type scream though, not like a human scream, just a weird noise, like this squealing loud. I don't know, but as hard as it was to hear at the end because of that airplane, however that's come across on the video, it was just as hard to hear in real life. So I don't know. We don't know. We have no idea what it was, but coming up is the BLUFF charge. That's what we've called it, a BLUFF charge. There you go, dude. You know, I think if they wanted to say leave, they would do something bigger than a tiny little knock.
Like try and scare you off.
Okay, that was me, Dustin, replying with my own 3 knocks.
Facing that way, so we should have that. Huh? I was facing that way, so we should have that.
I think my Yelp maybe let me know we were here then. I did about 15 minutes ago. Well, let's see if we can get some communication finally. If they did a knock like that, I don't think it'd be to us, right? It'd be to another one letting them know. Either here, possibly. You And I think if they wanted to say leave, they would do something bigger than
Right.
a tiny little knock.
Like try and scare you off, like literally scare you off. Yeah, it's definitely not that way.
Camera just timed out. Yeah, I was just saying, the stupid camera decided to turn off, but I'm hearing it. I heard a break.
Meanwhile, behind us.
Well, maybe this is what we do to kill time, we just sit here. You guys, obviously we don't want to hurt each other. Why don't you just come out? You pass out because it's too much to take, then you pass out. Just give us a few minutes, we'll wake back up and be fine. Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
Whoa. What is this? What is it?
Somebody there?
Oh.
Hello? Oh my god.
Heart racing a little bit?
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone.
That is right there.
I'm fucking freaked out.
Yeah.
How do you not be like petrified right now?
I don't know, it's possible because you don't really know what to expect. Honestly. That sounded big. And walking back towards the backpacks and gifting area.
Holy shit.
You guys want us to leave? We'll leave. Got it.
Okay, great, let's leave this,
Yeah, I don't think we should leave the area.
yeah, let's just go back up by our dig spot. Yeah, this way. Pineapple by the way.
What's interesting is that's coming from the area that we were just most recently in.
Come. We're here, out in the sun. Not hiding. I don't know if that was a bluff charge. do the break. I'm gonna do a break. That was a lousy break.
Literally sounded like one was charging up the hill.
All right, I'm gonna do a rock clack.
Yeah, dude, I swear it sounded like they were just, or it.
Sorry, I calmed down. I'm not clearly like shaking.
No, it does. Obviously, when it first happens, you hear it. You know, it's natural instinct.
This is the same thing that happened to me when I was by myself with the tree break that I've been talking about for 9 months now. Let's ignore them. So yeah, let's just pretend like we're looking at some rocks. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Beautiful day.
So I don't remember, did we kind of give up on this area over here in the hole?
Not so much.
You just wanted to try a different spot?
I mean, I was definitely demotivated. I wasn't getting anything. But that is where that geotite came from. So I mean, there is good stuff. There's more good stuff there. It's just going to take some hard work, and yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. I'll get back into it, whether next week or next year, but I haven't given up on it. Here we go. Did you hear that? Up on it. So if you guys didn't hear that, there was another little, yeah, that. Did you hear it?
And that's what we typically have been doing. We just haven't ever had this kind of interaction.
This is recording?
Yes, while doing it.
So yes, it sucks that you hear all this crunching and all the footfall noise. You know, there's just so much to think about when we're out there. It's just impossible. The camera's sitting down there and we're walking in front of it, not thinking about that. It's very disturbing to the audio, but there's a lot going on here, though. There's not just the knock that we heard, and I think I made another knock sound on my own at the same time, so you couldn't actually hear that second one. But there's some really, really bizarre things going on that I didn't even hear until I was trying to hear the knock, and then I realized these other little sounds in there. I'm like, what the hell? So we were talking purposely. That's why I was singing and trying to just say stuff. We were just trying to make it look like we were busy and not paying any attention when we actually knew they were there, and we were trying to get them to do stuff. So the irony sucks here, because if I'm just being quiet and, you know, I could see some comments now, oh, if you just weren't talking and you guys weren't walking around, we could have heard what they were doing. No, that's the irony. You couldn't have heard what they were doing because they likely wouldn't have done anything, you know? So we have some really, really weird sounds here, and I think it's only because we were talking amongst ourselves and, you know, seemingly minding our own business. So yeah, we just have to take it for what it is, I guess. If I could have those sounds without us making any noise of our own, that would be great, but that's not the world we live in, at least not with this Bigfoot stuff. So if you guys didn't hear that, there was another little, yeah, that. Did you hear it? All right, so that's just crazy. I don't know if you heard it. I didn't even hear this until listening to it really closely a few times, so I'm going to turn it up for you here. We didn't even hear this and sound. We got a little click clack and a grunt. We didn't even hear that. What we heard was a knock. So in reality, there's actually 3 sounds going on. More than likely, there's more than one of them there. They're communicating. We heard part of it. The camera heard the other part of it. So if you guys didn't hear that, there was another little, yeah, that. Did you hear it? Other. Yeah. I don't know. Like, as long as we're talking and making noise, right? They're more prone to do something, get closer, be somewhere. Good grade. Eating a sandwich.
Possibility. Same time, they might also keep them away.
I mean, I want to say that was a pretty big one to do that noise, but at the same time, a 6-foot one could have done that. You want to walk to my original dig spot, where the original tree break was at, and then come back? Because that'll get us out of the area. But it's up that way. Okay, so we're going to walk away from the area. I'm going to go to the spot of the original tree break. And that's going to get us away from here a bit. And then I think we're going to loop back and see nothing. Don't know. Something, nothing. Don't know. Clicker was just making noise in my backpack. Just got me thinking now's a good time to use it. You know they're there. And it'll let them know where we are.
I heard a sound like a thud back where we were coming from.
I'd be surprised we just got a freaking BLUFF charge on. You just come back a little bit. And like that. Is this the pumpkin? Yeah, look, this is the pumpkin. As you can see. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, because you can see the seeds. So there you go, I know what I'm talking about. Yep. Perfect sense why they were so comfortable breaking a tree.
Just before I turned the camera back on, had another one back behind me.
Oh, you had another knock?
Yeah, but, you know, from here it actually sounded more like a crack.
Okay, set up that camera, you just had a knock. The knock would have been behind Greg, which was out that way, and we just came from that way, and our gifting spot and everything is that way, so pretty interesting. And again, I'm still doing a clicker to let them know where we are. I'm not putting up a drone, not trying to trick them or anything, you know. Playing nicely.
Oh, the camera just went off.
What the?
Battery died, I think. Right?
Is it on? Yeah. Sounds cool though. And you see it's broke on both ends, right?
This battery's about to die too.
just sitting on there. It's like sitting on nothing.
Alright, I'm still going to the top of this. Yeah, I think we're far enough away.
Yeah, we'll have to let them know the whole time that we're gone. Likewise, when we're coming back, right? Let them know. Okay, now we're heading back to our dig spot / gifting area. There you go, running. Hey dear. See that? And they run. Yeah, it didn't sound anything like what we just heard. That's awesome. That's like a godsend right there. There you go. That's what deer sound like. And then if you make a sound, they run more. They don't just have dead silence. It's kind of cool because it was like $2. You don't usually see them together, I didn't think, but I also have no idea.
Let me tell you about this. Oh, I don't know what I told you. I was coming home from work, I think in Roxborough, and was getting onto the exit we typically take to get the back way into our neighborhood. Just as I was coming up and getting off the off ramp there, I looked to my right, and there is a freaking full big buck standing right at the girder. So I just see basically from his neck up, and he literally just sits there and follows me with his eyes.
Wow.
And I was watching, like I was literally looking at him because at first I was like, whoa, what was that? And I was watching him, and he was following me as I was driving by. It was the weirdest thing.
The Native Americans talk about deer that aren't really deer, you know?
No, it looked animatronic. I mean, It did not, its movements and just the way it looked, I was like, I wasn't even sure it was real.
That's crazy. The mind is clear. What we're saying with the mind is clear is that we're trying not to jinx ourselves, you know, this whole universe thing and the whole Bigfoot thing. It's very weird, right? Spiritual or whatever. We're trying to just clear our minds, not think about what might or might not happen.
Thinking about what I'm going to do for dinner. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do.
Heading back towards our side of the mountain here, and then we'll be heading back towards our area. I must not feel comfortable in this at night. Hey, wait a second. Is the peanut butter sitting down? I thought it was sitting straight up and down.
It was.
So now it's knocked over. That's the only thing. Sticks to the peanut butter was up though, doesn't it? Take a bit of force to do that?
Yep.
Huh.
Because it's actually kind of wedged in that spot too, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's heavy. There's no bite marks on it or anything like an animal. are scratch marks on it from what was on the rock. And I don't get scratch marks if I just, you know, it seems like it was. See the scratches? Yes or no?
Yep.
So it seems like if it was set down like and turned or something like that, you know? Alright, well. This is the other way around too. You notice that? This was hanging this way. And look. How could it? I saw that right away and I was like, oh, it just turned. But now I'm thinking about it.
It would have to
Wait a
actually
second.
be
How does
moved
that
up
turn?
top.
Right. This was turned around. This was like this. This is how we left it. Crazy, isn't it? I've got it on video. It was this way. Well, whatever reason, I guess it's, I'm going to put it how they had it, because I think they're just marking it and leaving it for nighttime. Maybe they knew we were going to come back and check it out. They wanted us to know, yeah, we see it. That doesn't turn itself around. Alright, well, you want to just hang out? And freaking amazing.
This has been an awesome day.
Yeah. It's the selfies, guys. If you're researching Bigfoot, even just following us and in our videos, you gotta pay attention to the details, the littlest things like that.
So this battery's almost done. Just leave it there until it comes out.
Okay. That's so crazy. Pineapple's twisted the other way. The peanut butter is set down.
I just didn't recall. I saw that and it looked out of place to me, but I didn't mention it.
And you didn't know?
I didn't put it there, but yeah, the pineapple.
It just, yeah, that's funny.
And I don't like saying things about something that
So subtle that might not be.
Not even that, but maybe something I didn't notice or didn't pay attention to.
Right.
Hey, we acknowledge it.
Yeah.
We're showing you we're here. Or pineapple is something specific about the pineapple, and that's why they wanted to turn it.
Oh yeah,
But
they
we
turned
don't-
it around to take it back.
But we don't know. I mean, this is all communication that we're trying to learn.
But you know what? You just made me think of the the tea that I left in the can. They laid it down to take it back. I think they just don't know what the peanut butter is, because they're not going to want us to take that back once they realize what it is. Maybe we have to open it. Yeah, they laid that down and turned it, twisted it. They like made sure it was down. Like if you're pushing something into the dirt and you want to make sure it was down. Because you know what, my tea had the same thing. It had this big mark in it and the scratch where you could tell something pushed it down and kind of turned it. It's the same exact thing. Jeez, I can't believe how close that thing was just now.
You know what was great about those $2?
Yeah, they didn't make
two, not just one.
Yeah.
So you have two big animals going through all that brush, tree, all that.
Yeah, it still didn't make noise.
And it still was not moving.
Well, turning the pineapple around, then I think that means we take it. Do you have a bag? So with peanut butter, I need to convince them that it's good. That's how I feel, you know? Like in my mind, that's one of the best gifts we've given yet. If they could just realize that. Alright, well, they're not doing anything. Let's go down there, see if we see anything.
Sure.
Okay. It's hard to want a rock hound after this, huh?
Well, if you remember, we were getting those good crystals. You know, it sounded like we were having some interaction then. It was hard then. you don't pay attention to what's going on around you.
Yeah.
It's hard to get excited. You're a little distracted. All right. Okay. You know, something that might work.
Huh.
Because this is hanging up like this.
Yeah.
Squirrel or chipmunk's not gonna be able to get to this.
Yeah.
If we were to sample some peanut butter on the end of this or something.
They still might. They're pretty crafty little fuckers.
Oh, I know they're.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Still in freaking zucchini right out of my garden, no matter what I'm doing. But it's worth a.
I have a knife. We can always, I can put a hole in the frisbee or even that and hang it. Yeah, it's definitely better than just leaving it on the ground. Stay. I could open it and put a stick, maybe, to just help give it support. You think? I see it coming off, but not very easily. I mean, we could even put a thing of tape around it. Well, we know they're here. They're probably going to get it pretty quick.
Would think.
What if we leave it open, put the rock on it?
Yeah, that one might work.
Yeah.
Might actually smash it though. It might be too heavy.
That should work. I was just thinking about this.
I was gonna say I might need to level it out a little. Just make sure it doesn't tip over.
Yeah, that's good. Pretty good. That'll keep them mostly away. Because I mean, they might try to get a little bit, but that rock moving, should scare them off. Beetle.
And there we go. Here's an answer to the question.
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen, but
I did too. I mean, this is trash. Yeah.
can't really do much about that. You gotta try and sample it. I don't know what it is, I guess.
So many of around here, and we see them all over our stuff. It's like inevitable. I don't think it's gonna bug our friends though. All right. Well, what do we think about this? So now everything's open. They don't like lids, right? Your crystal's on there. Yeah. The pineapple probably isn't helping pretty soon.
No, yeah. I'd definitely probably attracted me.
Alright, well, we don't have a lot of time. Let's check out where that bluff charge thing happens, see if we see anything, and then if we get far enough away, check this out again. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know if we have enough time to check this out again right now, but so that spot we were just sitting at was where the bluff charge happened, whatever it was. It was big, guys. Trust me, it was big. It was a big sound. But that's what happened. So we went back there. We were sitting for about a half hour or so, and then we moved on. You see that?
Nice, got the stick.
That's like what they do. If they're watching, I wonder if I just impressed them. That was a total accident. I was trying to knock it over.
Oh, they're watching, alright. Picking back up where we are going to see about the bluff charge and see if we can find anything down there.
I mean, that's what that came across as to me, right? What do you think?
Well, I mean, that sounded aggressive, really.
Anything is go? wasn't far, man. It had to be right.
No, it sounded like it was right in here.
Yeah, 'cause we were on those rocks. I thought it even sounded like right here. I mean, I was ready. Whatever it was, I thought it was going to step right out.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I noticed right here, right behind you. Yeah.
Yeah, the grass is pushed down.
Mm.
I can see them. You can see us from right here. Yeah, look, we can push down in here too. Huh. Dude, how freaking cool is that? It's still settling into me. So they turned the pineapple around and set down that peanut butter. You've had an encounter now, you know that? I've had 2 encounters. Now you've had 1. Now I've had 3. Class B, because you didn't see it.
That's right. Put me right there in the loony bin with you.
So one of the reasons we're really convinced that that was a Bigfoot or weird creature of the forest, whatever we're going to say, is that there was these stick breaks and these knocking sounds prior to that big ruckus. There's just no other explanation there unless it was a person, and there's nobody there. You know, an elk or bear or whatever is not going to be knocking branches, getting closer and closer to you. Guys, I love being bluff charged. You got my adrenaline going. And I don't mean just like breaking branches or stepping on them or whatever, actual knocking. Like we heard knocking, and you know, it's a very obvious sound when you hear it, you know it. Most of you know by now I'm going to try just about anything and everything that we can. So me barking or whatever the heck I'm doing there is really no surprise at all. I think that could be cool because they'll be like, oh yeah? Which is what I want.
That's what we call a literal messing with Sasquatch.
And remember, there's no rule book on this, and if there was a rule book, at least at this point in time, it would be completely wrong. You hear that?
Heard that back behind me, yeah. Unfortunately facing the wrong way. Slowly trying to turn over that way.
Before I did the voiceover there, I listened many times with headphones very clearly, and the camera didn't pick up anything.
No, I think in those instances I need to just turn quickly.
And you know what? If barking at a 9-foot hairy invisible mountain man doesn't work, try destroying trees.
I'm seeing the wheels turning. Anybody else?
Can I do that in a way that sounds friendly? I'm not trying to sound mean, I'm just trying to get a response, but a bluff charge I would think is pretty mean sounding too. If that's the kind of communication that it's just how they are. Okay. If you're new around these parts here and you're thinking about now that I'm crazy, well, really, this is nothing for me. This is really nothing. You should see some other stuff we've done prior to this. Good.
Dick.
So some of this footage I'm leaving in here because really it's the viewers a lot of times that spot something that I don't even see. You know, I just have way too much video footage to go through every little detail all the time. We're just putting on a show for them right now, aren't we?
Hey, whatever.
How do we change that? How do we get out of the show to in the audience with them so we can talk? Now, with that being said, as far as leaving clips in here for someone to spot something, it probably is worth mentioning again that it's rather hard to see something that's invisible.
You know, I was shocked for a minute that this is it an animal or could I call it a person or whatever, that it disappeared in front of me. Disappeared in front of me. It disappeared in front of me.
Not like any good relationship, it takes time.
You know what though, from now on, I'm always going to holler when we're here. That was the first thing I did when we got here, and that may be how they were able to know we were here and came over. Now I know there's a lot of theories out there, for instance, they're invisible, but really they're just theories. You know, for example, they know when you're there, they know before you know that you're going to be there, etc. Really though, we have no way to know this, so yelling seemed to work. I'm going to keep doing that. And trust me, I know that them being invisible is a really hard pill to swallow. I still don't even know that I believe that fully, but I just don't have any other explanation for the things that are going on.
This one away. Just a reminder, dead trees.
So many of you already know about the rock stacks that have happened while we're there. You know, we'll be digging or something, we'll leave our things there, even have a dog with us, go on a short walk. I mean, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, not far away at all. Come back and 3 large rocks will be stacked up in the middle of our site. How is that possible? You know? How is that possible? It's not, but it happened, and it's happened twice.
Heard it.
Big time. I'm exactly where that was, but and I'm looking right there. I didn't see anything. I also don't have the microphone that those cameras have.
Pointed that way.
You were? What's back there? Great.
Heard it.
Great.
Heard it.
I imagine most of you want to listen now, maybe even listen intently, so I'm going to stop the voiceovers now and just let this play out. Got to be checking out the gift again. Or they might not know to change these things. That was something one checking them out. Okay, no other sounds are happening for this clip here, so I just want to say, as far as this whole invisible thing, you know, it sounds so crazy. I know, trust me, I know. I never thought I'd be saying that or believing that. But it's not just the things that have happened to us that we can't explain. I've also heard from two very credible people in real life. Two people have told me. One saw one of these things right in front of it, and it vanished. It just disappeared like that. He didn't look away. It just disappeared. And another one was actually my mailman, and his dad saw something, you know, invisible, basically, crossing a river, and you could see the water. Yes, thank you for that whistle. You could see the water, he said, you know, moving like if something was walking, but nothing was actually there. And then branches separated when it got to the other side. So there's just no reason for people to make something up like this. We'll go check the gifting again one last time, and then come back on 2 days, if we can. Yeah. Coming back this way, guys. Coming back and then leaving you alone. I'm not trying to harass. Hopefully this doesn't come across as harassing. This should just be trying communication. You know, how do you communicate with an elusive thing like this? Whistling, breaking trees, who knows? I could see the stick is still there. I'm not sure we were far enough or long enough away that time for anything. So I could see it all. Just that dang squirrel or chipmunk.
Well, let's see if he's gotten into that box. Tried to already.
Well, the lid is on the ground that your crystal was on. He probably took it because it smelled like peanut butter. Yeah, there's little marks on there. It's hard to tell if it's from bee. It's probably from the bees. So I don't think we were gone long enough. What?
The squirrel took the crystal?
No, it's probably on the ground somewhere. I'm thinking it was taking this. See, it's right there next to it. Because this smells like peanut butter. Yeah, look. Your freaking droppings right there. But I don't see him getting in your box at all. But anyway, I mean, the jar was down. The pineapple was turned. So I think once we leave, they'll come here hopefully and get it. You know? And the bag was broken on the bottom, so you can't say for sure if a squirrel didn't just drag that up there. But it did seem like a good place to sit, and the shells did look like they're broken open, not chewed. So, and the bag looked like it was torn apart on the bottom, not chewed also. Alright, well, they're not knocking anymore, bluff charging or anything else, so. Okay. Okay, bye. I could have 6 cameras on.
No, right now is a good time to have that. I'm just letting you know you're going to have 3 that are on right now.
So like Greg was just saying, we had 3 cameras going. So this is a clip that we didn't end up actually needing or using. And I just happened to review it, and I caught something at the very end, right before the camera turns off. Right there. So yeah, that's a problem we're having with this camera is the batteries are dying constantly. The 540, I don't know what's going on with it. But anyway, I think if you look at this, you see this shadow? It's dark, and then it turns light. It's pretty cool. I thought, you know, maybe we had something here. But after slowing it down like this and looking at it, I think it's probably just the camera. But nonetheless, you know, it's worth looking at.